Here's a shocker that may interest your viewers, even the Singapore viewers. Illegal, illegal, illegal. But some government official made this statement. It beautifies the neighborhood. Why should we force people to tear it down? Makes sense. So long as they watch out for mosquitoes, they watch out for rodents, they watch out for issues like that, let it be. Everyone's happy. Why not? I thought a very nice policy to have. And you can see more again, all these private gardens outside on actually public walkways. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day here in Singapore. Just to orientate you to the ground, that way is Boon Keng MRT, and that way is Potong Pasir. And this stretch in between is pretty old. It started off as far as I can figure out, Kampung Marikan, before it eventually became an industrial zone, and now it is partly industrial, partly housing zone. It was never a HDB estate, and likely will never be. And what you will see here is a very interesting mix of housing. You've got private condos, you've got landed property, you've got HDB blocks as well. And strangely, you've got factories, as you're going to see, as well as some pretty nice condos next to it, as well as a lot of history. Over on that side, you can see some of the factories that came up and are still in operation, mainly steelworks. So when this place was Kampung Marikan, it was farmland, it was cattle raising, it was, I assume, fishing because the river is just there. And if you know your Malay, Potong Pasir means cut sand. What they used to do was to cut the river sand into blocks, dry it out, and sell it for construction purposes. But just look at the piece of history right there. All these pretty much date to probably the 1950s. That's my guess. So this entire area became industrial thanks to a man called Bachoo Singh. He is a Muslim from India, if I'm not wrong. As you can see, some of these older places have been repurposed for, how we say, more funky and modern purposes. This is a pretty new condo. I remember because I was eyeing it at one stage, around 2000 something. So it's less than 30 years old. Before that was probably factory. I will show you another condo later on that definitely was a factory before, abandoned factory, and now it's a very nice condo. But all these would have been factories like, or warehousing like what you're about to see in a minute. You walk a little bit further and there you go, warehouses. So we're looking at places that roughly 1940s, 50s sort of time frame. And just next to all these warehouses, you got nice housing over here. You got a nice condo over there that we passed by. And you got some pretty nifty housing just next to it as well over on this side. And there's a river on that side, and there's a river on that side. That river definitely was used for commerce. This one I'm not 100% sure, but that one is because there's still factories and shipyards right at the end. Probably some of these would have been goods that were bought off big ships onto small ships and maybe stored here and sold other places before they're distributed elsewhere. That is a grave. What I gathered is that she is Muslim, high class, upper class sort of lady. I think a descendant of the Arjunid family, the daughter of a Muslim saint. So when our friend Bachoo Singh bought this area, he saw, hey, there's a grave here. It's unattended. He made a very good decision, I felt, and a very racial harmony sort of decision. I'm not going to assume this grave and possibly offend some people. If I'm a pure businessman, I don't care because this is my land, I can do what I want with it. Instead, he built a shelter around it. This used to be a bottling plant. This one is a heritage building. It was the National Aerated Water Bottling Plant. And this was where drinks like Sinalco and Kickapoo, if for the older members of the audience who don't know those names, this is where it used to be bottled. So in the 1950s, there were essentially only two buildings in this area of note. This factory and the fire station which you saw just now. The rest of it were just factories, warehouses, two-story buildings, nothing terribly interesting. Yeah, there we go. Cow sheds, sago factory, go downs, rubber factories, processing for sawmills, timber plantations. One thing you can tell for certain, there's no Buddha. It's not a Buddhist temple. So they were very welcoming to him. There's a lot of interaction, blah blah blah. So when he finished the painting, he donated it to the temple. Okay, this is kind of racial harmony on the very next level. Our friend Bachoo Singh, not only in preserving the grave site of the Muslim lady, he also built this temple here for the residents. As far as I can figure, it's a syncretic Chinese temple. I didn't see any Buddha inside, so it's likely not a Buddhist temple, but again, don't quote me on that. That's my best guess. As you can see, there's some nice tall buildings, and there's a condo over there. And yet next to it also, another abandoned factory. From here you can see a little neighborhood over there, all lovely bungalows. Dates back to probably the 1950s, 1960s sort of timing. It's very nice. It even has its own playground and park in the middle of it. Very quiet, next to a busy road on the side. Inside it's very quiet, beautiful place. But guess what? All that is leasehold. They probably have less than 40 years left to run before it's returned to the government. I guess the point I want to make is that leasehold doesn't mean landed or non-landed. Freehold again doesn't mean landed or non-landed. And later on we'll see a mixture of all different types of holdings as well as housing type. You can probably guess it was spanking new. This was definitely post 2010. Probably less than 5 years before COVID. Probably like 2013, 2014. Again, if you like, you can dig up and find out the exact date. I know because I passed here before, and this used to be an abandoned factory. Which leads me to extrapolate that a lot of the buildings that you see on the left and right here were all part of the Bachoo Singh estate, if you will, of factories, go downs, that's the word again, industrial purposes.